Amidst Ferrari's mounting performance issues this season, Charles Leclerc made a surprising confession. He has begun to imitate the driving style of his new teammate, seven-time world champion Lewis Hamilton. This statement, rarely heard from a driver as talented as Leclerc, surprised not only F1 fans and experts but also shook Ferrari's internal dynamics. What was Leclerc's surprising confession regarding his driving style? Let's discuss it. Leclerc is known for his aggressive, emotional, and instinctive driving style and is often described as a lone wolf on the track. He has built a reputation as a racer who is not afraid to take risks, with a unique approach reflecting raw courage and a strong desire to win. However, his recent confession has changed the way many view the Ferrari prince. In an exclusive interview that caught the public's and F1 observers' attention, Leclerc admitted to studying Lewis Hamilton's data intensively. Hamilton is one of the most successful and respected drivers in Formula One history. Leclerc studied Hamilton's technical approach to managing races and tried to understand the legend's philosophy and psychological approach. Slowly but surely, Leclerc began to integrate several of Hamilton's signature techniques into his own driving style. "It's not about copying, it's about learning from the best," Leclerc said. This admission is an important moment for Ferrari, which has often experienced internal tension between its two megastars. The dynamic relationship between Leclerc and Hamilton now seems to be heading towards a more synergistic dynamic, with a spirit of collaboration beginning to emerge. Hamilton is very disciplined, focused, and meticulous. He is one of the last drivers to leave the circuit after every race. He doesn't just rely on raw speed, he also constantly tests and perfects every aspect of his performance scientifically, Leclerc continued, his tone full of appreciation. Leclerc highlighted more than just speed. He emphasized Hamilton's ability to remain calm under pressure, a skill he says is invaluable in modern racing, where the variables are numerous. "I started imitating his technique of exiting corners with throttle modulation to avoid overheating the tires. It worked really well, especially on a technical circuit like Monaco," he explained. For Leclerc, it was not just a change of style, but a transformation of mindset. He evolved from a passionate gladiator into a more strategic, calm, and efficient driver, a transformation that could be a major turning point in his career and perhaps lead Ferrari to glory. The 2025 season has been one of Ferrari's most difficult in recent years. The SF25 car has often suffered from stability issues and high tire degradation, causing Ferrari to struggle to find a winning formula. Leclerc's aggressive style often results in impressive qualifying times, but sometimes turns into a liability in the race due to high tire consumption and strategic errors. Meanwhile, Hamilton, who had to adapt to a car designed with a different philosophy this season, has slowly shown improved performance with a more methodical approach. His stunning comeback from 12th to 4th place in Miami provided clear evidence that his patience and tire management could be the key. The Monaco Grand Prix is unlike any other race. Its narrow, twisty, and undulating nature means driver confidence, throttle precision, and car control are paramount. Hamilton's skills shine here. His ability to control slip angle and dampen car irregularities with finesse has been honed during his long F1 career. Leclerc, with his more aggressive style, often takes big risks in qualifying, trying to squeeze every second out of the car. However, in Monaco, the slightest mistake can lead to disaster. Taking a page from Hamilton's book, Leclerc is beginning to grasp the delicate balance between speed and slipperiness, knowing when to push and when to conserve tire energy. In addition to adjusting its driver's driving style, Ferrari made a significant technical change ahead of the Monaco Grand Prix. The team decided to return to the same high downforce rear wing configuration they used in Monaco in 2024. This wing helped Charles Leclerc secure an emotional victory in front of his home crowd, ending his long wait for a win on home soil. It was designed specifically to provide extra stability in Monaco's technical sections, especially in slow, tight corners such as Mirabeau, the legendary hairpin, and the notoriously challenging La Rascasse. Additionally, Ferrari revised the SF25 suspension system and ride height settings. Previously focused on fast circuits, the setup has now been modified to be softer. This allows the suspension to better absorb vibrations and shocks on Monaco's bumpy, uneven track. These changes address one of the SF25's main weaknesses this season: its tendency to feel too stiff and difficult to control on rough tracks. Ferrari hopes that, with this combination of upgrades, they can restore the golden era and give Leclerc a real chance to shine at home again. Throughout this season, the relationship between Charles Leclerc and the Ferrari team has been under scrutiny. Their initially tense relationship was triggered by a series of poor strategic decisions, particularly during pit stops, causing Leclerc to lose valuable time and fall from competitive positions in several important races. The turning point came when Leclerc angrily exploded over the team radio, uttering the now iconic phrase, "I don't care, we're talking about ourselves." This statement showed his disappointment and reflected the internal pressure in the Ferrari garage. However, over time, the situation began to change. Leclerc's admission that he had learned from Hamilton's experience and approach was a surprising yet promising turning point. In the last few series, Leclerc and Hamilton have begun to show mutual respect and openness toward each other. They actively exchange data and technical input, working together in briefing sessions to improve the car's overall performance. According to internal Ferrari sources, this collaboration is a significant breakthrough. This is the first time in recent years that we've seen two drivers with such different personalities truly collaborate technically. They are no longer trapped in their egos but are starting to establish solid communication. They are learning from each other and finding a harmony that was previously hard to come by in Maranello, said the source. This transformation from conflict to cooperation is one of the bright spots in Ferrari's journey this season. If it continues, it is possible that this collaboration will lay the groundwork for Ferrari's return to dominance in Formula One. Ferrari's current situation is complex. McLaren continues to show significant improvement, Red Bull continues to dominate, and Mercedes, despite its own problems, remains a serious threat. Ferrari must optimize every aspect, qualifying, strategy, and driver execution, to return to the top. If Leclerc can combine his natural aggression with Hamilton's calmness and precision, and Hamilton can continue to adapt to the complex SF25, Ferrari's chances of becoming competitive again will increase. Monaco presents a golden opportunity for Ferrari to demonstrate that their changes are more than just talk. Qualifying well on this circuit is crucial, and with the technical upgrades and drivers' approaches starting to align, a podium finish is within reach. Hamilton, with momentum from Miami, could perform brilliantly and put pressure on his rivals. Meanwhile, Leclerc, racing in front of his home crowd, is extra motivated to turn things around and boost his confidence. Leclerc admitted that learning from Hamilton involves more than just driving technique. This symbolizes the cultural change at Ferrari, shifting from internal conflict to synergy, which has been difficult to achieve. When drivers of their caliber work together and are supported by a responsive engineering team, it's possible that Ferrari will become a dominant force in Formula One once again. The 2025 Monaco Grand Prix is more than just a race. It's a pivotal event that could determine the outcome of the season and possibly even the long-term future of Ferrari in Formula One. Amidst the glitz and glamour of the world's most iconic street circuit, all eyes are on Leclerc and Hamilton, whose partnership shows great potential. Hamilton's World Championship experience combined with Leclerc's youthful enthusiasm creates a new dynamic within the team. The question now is, how far can their synergy take Ferrari out of the shadows of its past and back to winning ways? Let us know in the comments below.